Kamen Rider Geats episode 36. This episode was the character motivation episode, but not only that, this episode is setting up the endgame. We're not in the endgame yet, but we're slowly moving all the pieces on the chessboard and moving the cogs around at a very, I don't want to say a slow pace, but people are making their moves as we get closer towards the endgame for Kamen Rider Geats, as this show will be wrapping up within maybe 10 to 12 episodes. I'm not entirely sure what the episode run for the series is going to be, but judging from this episode and next week's episode preview, I can guess that we're moving forward towards the end game. But Kamen Rider Geats episode 36, this was an alright episode. This episode saw Geats and Buffer teaming up to fight Ark Metal in his Gemato form, and that's practically the end for him. He's gone for good. He ain't coming back after this, that is for sure. But for a character like Ark Metal, where he got consumed by the Gemato, so the Gemato took his form. But he had kind of a sad death scene, I will say that, where he's in the White Lion and he calls the Gemato his son, so they're all surrounding him as they see him off to hell. He ain't going to heaven, he going to hell, wherever he goes. But that was for a villain, they made it seem like an emotional scene as he's sort of getting lifted off by his sons, and he buries the ID cords into the garden saying, "You will carry on my legacy, or I will leave a gift for you." So when I thought that was going to happen, I honestly thought he's planting the seeds for the big bad Gemato, which after this episode, I think the Gemato Fret is dealt with. We might see a couple here and there, but now we're mostly focusing on the admins and the higher-ups of the Desire Grand Prix moving forward. They're going to be the antagonists. It's not going to be the Gemato moving forward, it's going to be the DGP. So this episode saw the return of Punk Jack, and Punk Jack is back in the game. Well, not really. He's sort of doing his own thing while working over Nerium, but he's playing both sides, I can see, because Nerium says, "Hey, I've got a proposal for you. It involves Ace." And he's like, "I'm listening." And although Ace and Punk Jack have this really cool moment where they throw hands in this unmorphed, unhinged fight sequence, it was really freaking cool. I really got a kick out of it for the short moment we had it. Punk Jack is the one to tell Ace, saying, "Hey, everyone's about to lose their memories because they're going to press the big reset button and you're going to forget everything about this game, or everything about since the show began. So whatever you're planning, whatever you want to do, make your move quick because you're going to forget about it." So it looks like he's still doing his own thing in the background while working with the heroes and the villains. Now, the thing with Punk Jack, way back before his death, we found out that his grandfather was one of the funders, or one of the sponsors, I believe it's a while ago. Someone's going to correct me in the comment section, that they got involved with the Desire Grand Prix. And I want to find out what that involvement was, because that was never really answered. It was kind of brushed upon, they talked about it, but it never got followed up. So I'm wondering if either this episode or the next, not this episode, the next episode or moving forward, we get some answers to that, or the Punk Jack special that dropped today that isn't subbed yet. I haven't watched it yet, so don't spoil it, please, if you've already checked it out. But hopefully we get some answers moving forward in that special and in later episodes. But yeah, Punk Jack is back, and I'm glad he's back. He's a cool character. He's a fan favorite of mine. Now, Buffer in this episode had some good development, or some good character insight about his goals, where him and Ace share a bowl of meat, and Ace says, "Hey, why don't you stop playing anti-hero, because there's not going to be many Kamen Riders left, and what exactly are you trying to achieve with this goal?" And they come to the conclusion, or Buffer hints at, by saying, "Hey, if I kill riders, or I eliminate riders," people get mad at me when I say kill. He's not trying to kill riders, he's trying to defeat them. Yeah, okay. No one really dies in this show forever. But Buffer says, if I defeat riders and crush their ID cores, then they forget all their memories about the game, so that's freeing them in a way. So Buffer's goal was sort of crush all riders, but make sure no one goes through the game again by eliminating them, because if he eliminates them, crushes their ID cores, then they're going to forget all about it. So although Buffer's this asshole and he's this anti-hero, the Vegeta, he's got a goal to help people out in his own way or form. It might not be the best goal because he's kind of kicking the crap out of people, but hey, he's trying to help in his own way. And in this episode, I won't touch upon it too much. Buffer gets the shit rocked by a Gemato at the start of the episode, which kind of confirms what a lot of people have been theorizing, that only Gemato can hurt Buffer, but Kamen Riders can't touch him. And Ace does make a really good joke in this episode where he kicks him and Buffer's like, hey, why'd you kick me? And he's like, come on, that doesn't hurt you. My powers don't work against you. And he blasts him with the Blaze Razor, Shemazer, and it does nothing. That got a laugh out of me, that goal where he's like, hey, it doesn't hurt you, see? And blast him with the little gun. That got a kick out of me. I enjoyed that. But not only that, Neon's goal, or her new goal moving forward, it was revealed in this episode. And she says that if she wins, she wants everyone to forget about Neon Kurama, and she's gonna run away into the future with Kyun. And this upsets Sara, where Sara's like, hey, what about your fans? You're kind of turning your back on all the people you've made an influence on, and people who look up to you and inspire you. That's not a cool thing to do. And Sara doesn't like that. And she walks off upset, but then later she apologizes, saying, I shouldn't doubt your own happiness. But then Sara says she's got her own goal to help Neon out. But I did like Keiwa getting involved to help her in this episode, because Kekura and Bebera, they want to get Sara killed, because Kekura's goal is saying, if Keiwa experienced true tragedy and loss, he'll understand what a true Kamen Rider is like, or he'll go through the transformation to be a true Kamen Rider in my own eyes. His goal is to make him go through pain and suffering, so he'll get that final form later down the line. Will it happen? I don't know, because it looks like that goal got a wrench thrown in it with Ark Metal getting killed in this episode. So, we'll have to wait and find out. It won't be next episode. Next episode is an Ace power-up, so we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I did like near the end of the episode where Keiwa and Sara have this argument, because they're fighting to protect each other, and they kind of learn that they both became riders to protect each other in this game, so they kind of butt heads. So that was a nice little moment where they sort of bump heads and then Neon breaks it up. I enjoyed that. That got a smile out of me. But we also have this moment with Time Daddy, and Time Daddy's big mad that everyone's going to lose their memories and the game's going to get reset, and he's getting screwed over because he's a businessman, so he's getting screwed out of this business deal. And Time Daddy is quite the, I don't want to say fascinating character. A lot of people are speculating where he's going to go moving forward, because he's mostly there to commentate on Neon's happiness and view himself as a business partner with Nerium. And if the game ends, what is his goals going to be moving forward? So I'm curious to see what's going to happen to Time Daddy moving forward. But not only that, Jin looks like he's going to turn heel as well, because he wants a vision driver, and it looks like he's upset with whatever Ace is planning, or like the end goal is like he needs a vision driver, but he's aware of the end game is happening soon, which is when everyone's going to get their memories erased and the game's going to like move to another universe or a dimension, which he does say, hey, to Bebera, saying, hey, if you didn't get involved and go on your little shenanigans, we wouldn't be in this situation right now. And she's like, yeah, I guess I did cause this. Oh well. So yeah, but this episode, I enjoyed it. Like, it had some good character moments in there with Neon and Buffer and stuff like that. Punk Jack is back, which is great. Keiwa didn't do a lot of this episode. I'm expecting Keiwa to get his power up soon. If not, will he get one at all? I don't know. We'll probably have to wait until like the end of next week for the scans to come out, because I think that's when they're going to drop. So we'll have to wait for that to come out. But either way, this was an okay episode. I got a kick out of it. I enjoyed it. I'm curious to see what's going to happen moving forward, as Ace is getting another power-up, and there hasn't been any magazine scans from what I know of with this brand new form. So we'll probably get a look at it like next week, or like at the end of like come Friday or Thursday, we'll probably get it in the magazine scans, because it's like that sort of promotion around the time they promote it. But yeah, Ace is getting a brand new power-up. I'll probably talk about it in next review or when the scans drop. But this episode, I enjoyed it. It was okay. I didn't hate it. I got a kick out of it, like I said. But what did you guys think of Kamen Rider Geats episode 36? Love it, hate it? Tell me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. With that said, I'm out of here. Have a wonderful day or night, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, take care. Bye.